Have you ever seen these unreal shots of the Milky Way, but you never got one? I never took photos during the night in my whole photography career, but I always wanted to do so. So I set myself a challenge to take a photo of the Milky Way. But to make things more complicated, I wanted the shot in a specific location where I'd need to drive more than 1,000 kilometers, and I only had one specific night where I could take the shot. So I started driving from Lubeck to Italy. Normally, a drive that would take around 10 to 12 hours. That turned out to be almost 20 hours of driving due to the insane traffic. Almost 6 hours of stop and go. After 20 plus hours, I managed to reach there and I searched for a place to park. And it was literally 10 a.m. and was full absolutely everywhere. The camping grounds from the point where the hike starts were full. The parking lots from the side of the roads as well. It was like Armageddon on every single parking lot. The police were yelling not to go with the cars towards the next stop because the main parking was full and the cars can't turn, no go back. It was a chaos, I swear. On the first day, once I arrived there, I went up on the same route that I needed to do for that specific shot in order to get used to it, see where do I need to go, how high, if there's a specific terrain, if maybe I need equipment or specific things, tent, sleeping bag, and other stuff. It's basically a hike I went on to feel more prepared once I need to do the real hike for the specific shot. I went there, it took 4 hours to hike there and to see where I'll need to position my camera and tripod, and then I started hiking back to get the needed rest and to plan the start time. Alright, so it was Saturday morning, the day came. I started by checking the weather and it still looked like around 2 p.m. there won't be any clouds and everything will be perfect. I'll go and try and do the same hike as I did yesterday, hoping today there won't be any clouds there. They were saying, and I checked the forecast, they were saying that around 2 should be a lot more, the sky should be a lot more clearer. Right now it doesn't quite look like that, it's somehow in that direction. There. But anyhow, we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, I'll take some shots of the mountains from here. I started hiking up early enough because on the same hike, I had another shot planned. I reached Cadena di Missouri at 2 p.m. and waited until 5 p.m. only to have like 5-7 minutes of no clouds, where I could take some shots of another composition that I had in mind. Motivation kicked in and everything was feeling amazing. Packed my stuff and started towards the composition for Milky Way. I hiked my lungs and legs out. I was hoping I'll resist and I will be fine. Seems my condition was not top-notch, but I still pushed it as much as I can. I saw some people in front of me that looked as if they'll hike towards the same spot. I do need to admit it was really steep and slippery and rocky. I was correctly equipped and the camera bag was full. That also didn't quite make things easier since I was hiking with like 30 kilograms of equipment in the backpack. So, lucky day, again. Behind me should be the 3 Peaks. As you can see, it's foggy, cloudy, you can't see absolutely anything. On the other hand, there's another mountain here, which looks neat. The thing is, the wind forecast and the cloud forecast is saying that somewhere around 11, Milky Way should be appearing somewhere there, so on the edge of the 3 Peaks, and I would like to be somewhere here and have all this line that goes up to the 3 Peaks, and then a little bit on the left side while looking at the peaks should be the Milky Way. The thing is, as we all know, or as I saw today, nothing's quite working as the forecast is saying. Today was supposed to be clear sky around 2 or something like this for the other shot that most likely I'll be showing on the screen. It didn't happen. I stayed there for like 3 or 4 hours until I was able to do anything. In the end, it was like a 5 minutes gap where everything looked nice and there were no clouds and everything was looking great. Oh, hello there. These are the 3 peaks. And this is the other mountain. Okay, so the thing is, these start to get a bit more clear. I'll use this line here from the top. Let's see how it is. I'm having high hopes. As I can see, the clouds are somehow moving away from the peaks, so I might be lucky, but let's see. Around 12 maximum Milky Way should be up, visible. The moon is having only 3% illuminance, so everything should be alright. I really would like to get this shot. Wow, this is so awesome. I reached the point around 7 p.m. Something around there, and started checking for a spot to align my tripod and the camera. And it started being so windy all of a sudden. I reached the spot. The peaks are behind. You can see something. I mean, you can't see them completely, but still you can see something. It's still cloudy, and the Milky Way should appear somewhere there. Thing is, it doesn't look like the clouds will scatter. I'm not having any type of network here in order to check the forecast. So I think I'm gonna try and sit around for like 1-2 hours maximum, and then see if something happens. If absolutely nothing is happening, then it will just not happen tonight. Maybe I get lucky and I can catch Milky Way somewhere else. On Tuesday it's supposed to be clear skies and sunny. Maybe I can catch it somewhere else. I just need to think of a composition or something. But for now, I think I'm not that lucky. I'll give you some updates in a few. It started to be quite cold, and I was having some other clothing layers with me, so I started getting dressed properly. I waited there for like 4 hours. There were moments where it was very cloudy, like you could barely see the mountain that was in front of me, or moments where there were like some clouds that wouldn't be bad for the composition actually. But unfortunately, the sky couldn't be seen. It was way too cloudy and it was not clearing up at all, and I knew it would be a completely wasted night if I tried to sleep there only with the hope that maybe it will clear up, so I would have needed to wake up like every single hour. So I decided that it is better for me to go back to the camper. Started being very windy, and there was a lot of people that were coming from the mountain throughout the morning, and they said that it's somehow a lot windier up there, and it's like a warning for high strong winds for tonight. I haven't seen it, but I wouldn't like to risk it. Somehow it still is quite cloudy all over, so I don't think it makes absolutely no sense to wait here and then do a hike down for like 2 hours up to the camper. So I think the best option is to, while I'm still having a bit of light, reach the Refugio Aranzo, and from there to go downhill and reach them to camper. I'll keep you updated. Cheers. Disappointed, but with some good shots. Not the one that I had in mind and that I planned, but still some good shots. While I was getting ready and packing my stuff, some people that climbed down from the mountain were saying that there has been a wind warning announced that I absolutely had no clue about, because there was literally no internet up there on the mountain. So for my own safety, I started back. The next day it was sunny, and I needed to start driving towards the next place, and it was somewhere between 2 mountains. Short update here. Things usually, or sometimes, don't go exactly as planned. Meaning, yesterday I wanted to shoot the Milky Way, it didn't happen due to the clouds. Right now I wanted a sunset from Lago di Brais with the sun hitting the crest, the top of the mountains. Of course, most likely it won't happen because it's cloudy. So it's nasty when you're planning something, you're expecting things to go exactly as planned, because this will raise disappointment. The thing is, from my perspective, I'll just let this sink in, and I'll do the best with what I have. So if it's raining, I'll try and get some droplets on the lake with the mountain behind. If it's foggy and cloudy up there and I'm not able to see everything, I'll try and have different layers of the clouds so I could at least see something from the tip of the mountain. The whole idea is to try and do the best shot that I have with what I currently have. And if it's not the perfect light, well, that's fine. I'll work with what I have. I drove and reached there around 10:30 p.m. and once I exited the camper, the sky was absolutely clear. It was full of stars. So I took the chance, grabbed my camera out, tripod and all the other gear that I had with me, searched for some minutes to find the composition, and then I got a shot of the Milky Way. The thing is, I failed the challenge because the shot was not where I planned it to be. I was not having the same composition and everything how I had it in my mind. But I managed to take another shot the next day in an absolutely random spot without having hopes nor anything planned. Although I failed the challenge, I relearned one thing that will stay with me for the long term. I relearned that sometimes things don't go as planned and sometimes things just happen randomly and you just need to be able to adapt and you just need to be prepared. In some situations, things are completely out of control and we can't do anything about it. Thanks for watching. Have fun taking photos. Cheers.